Alrighty, Roo, and Kukachu to you, and all my nobody's not watching. I'm confused where I am. I forgot where I left off, and then I didn't watch the last one. And I'm just like, you're Dylan. The head is barely recognizable as you stand above the gunman's body. Oh wait, yeah, no, I was rushing the guy who shot me. Alright, and then you hear her voice. Yeah. I rushed the guy who shot me. I was just like, I'm not gonna use celerity. Why? I mean, I probably should have, but I just thought that it meant that I would run away, and I didn't want to ditch her and just bail. You know? I probably took bullets for fucking no reason. I probably could have just used celerity and just been like, hi, I'm over here. You were shooting at me and I was over there, but I'm here now, so, but maybe, you know, like, you gotta consider this game does have a translation, you know, thing. There's not like a language barrier, but there's definitely a little bit of a hurdle. So we'll just move on. Hope slithers out of her car and you see and sees you standing over your sailing. I love that it just says slithers. Like she just like annoyingly, like annoyedly wiggles, and it's just like, okay, healing the headache, and we're good. Pop that shoulder back in, but I didn't until I squiggled out. Alright. Whatever. Not the worst car accident I've been in. Still, annoyed at myself for not avoiding it. Same but unironically. Huh. You did pretty good. Not really, actually. I probably could have done better if I'd used celerity, but I thought celerity, based on the wording, would have made it so that I was, like, running away rather than towards. And I was dedicated to helping you, even if that meant I took some bullet damage. And have my, you know, screen edges all bleedy like. She approaches the body of the driver you killed and kicks it so she can take a better look at it. Upon seeing the front of the corpse, she lets out an annoyed grunt. Just meh. Ugh. Like motherfucker is just so hardcore, just like, you know, I just totally slithered out of a... I'm really more bothered about the car than anything. We're both okay. It doesn't really matter. That guy's dead. I'm a little annoyed at myself that I didn't kill them first. And that I got hit. And that my car is wrecked. Really more annoyed at myself than anything. But I'm gonna take that out on this corpse. Knew it would be this asshole. He's been following us all day. I know just who he belongs to. Can we, like, find him and at least, like, send a message or something? Like, that's fucking annoying. Even before she's done talking. She's already trying to reach someone through a video call. Eventually, she succeeds. You see a nonchalant woman in business casual on her smartphone screen. Pretty sure, if I recall correctly, this is the person we were trying to, like, fuck up. You know, like, her goal is to fuck with this person, and, I just want her to be on my side, but she's got her own goals, because she's, like, a fully realized character, and now I gotta deal with that. Which is unfortunate, because I just kind of want, like, I don't even know, I honestly don't really know what the goal of this game is, other than to not die. Like, I don't want to do something that's going to get me dieted. Kara Montgomery, how may I help you? Are you Kara Montgomery? Are you sure you're not, I don't know, David Bowie trying to be, um, like, from Agent Orange in some sort of alternate reality, but with far less makeup and hair color? Just, that's what I'm seeing here. Like, you got the shoulder pads. You're wearing a shirt that is very punk rock that does not, like, okay, where did you get the punk rock shirt and it's also a turtleneck? Just tell me that. Just tell me. You had to design it. Yes, you have, gold eyes, you're a vampire. There's other forms of, I could say other things other than David Bowie that might be more accurate. Maybe Meg Ryan, mid 90s. But you're not pretty enough. Who else? I feel like there's definitely one more example. I'm not catching it. One of those motherfuckers from the magicians that had the tigers. They did the Las Vegas stuff. I forget their names, but one of them got attacked. You could be one of them. Or if Jane Fonda had a twin that was not identical and was just very much not attractive and was the other gender, or maybe not. A non-identical twin, and it didn't work, but you wanted to go with the same hairstyle, at least for the 80s. And again, I don't even know what's going on here. What is going on with you? Like, what is this? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Every part of it doesn't make any sense. You're wearing like a suit jacket, a t-shirt that has like a punk rock skull face guy, but it's somehow also a turtleneck, 80s hair, no makeup. Like, every part of this just clashes with itself. Like, pick a fucking lane. And, like, I'm okay with not picking a lane. Just, you gotta, like, pick a side of the highway at the least. You don't necessarily have to pick a lane. But it's like, nah, I'm not gonna pick a side of the highway. I'm not gonna pick a lane. I'm not gonna pick, like, I'm just gonna, so I'm flying along near the highway in the median, and I'm sort of like sketching on that guardrail that separates the two sides of the thing, like I'm some sort of crazy surfboarder skater person from Tony Hawk, and that actually sounds way cooler than what I'm seeing here. You just look like you always have your hands in your pockets, and you think that makes you powerful. And yes, you have a very determined stare and a very solid nose and chin sort of structure, but your intimidating glare is sort of milquetoast, and I'm not threatened by it. Because your whole thing is just, as a Toreador, or a Malkavian, or anything really, like, what's going on here? I'm confused. Is that what you're going for? Trying to confuse your enemy, being like, haha, I have no lane. Kara Montgomery. That's such a normal ass fucking name for you to be all this that's happening here. Anyway, let's move on. Kara. Hope. Didn't expect you to. I don't know how to use the. I don't. Like, I'm like trying to think of like a good voice for this one, but I don't have it. Let's go with something very bland. Very, just. like somebody who's lactose intolerant and wants calcium and to drink milk and then drink skim milk but dilutes it with ice or water or something. That seems right. Hope. Didn't expect you to ever reach me through this channel. Have you thought things through? Wait. Did something happen? Oh, come on. Come off it! Come off it! Did something happen? Your fucking ghoul just tried to kill me, you crazy bitch! That's what fucking happened. Oh, I'm so unaware. I mean, it's like, no, my friend just killed your ghoul. I know who that is. I've been trying to avoid them all day. Let's fucking talk. Calm yourself, for Christ's sakes. This is a baseless accusation. No, it's not! That's your ghoul! Did he go rogue? Did he just decide he wanted to do things not that you tell him to? You know, ghouls are sort of by necessitation, sort of blood-bound. They kind of do what you say. They very much follow your shit. Fuck you. I know he's from Double Spiral. He's been working at your motherfucking company. Come on, you know I can't be held responsible for the independent actions of my subordinates. Why don't we just meet up and talk it out? Hope just, it's like, fuck you! And blocks her from contacting her. Like, again, Malkavians, you know. Had her not, got a new phone, called this person, knew her number, called her up, or them up. I honestly, I don't want to say her or him. I just want to say them. Regardless of the name or look, just them. It's just easier. And then immediately was just like, damn it, I probably shouldn't have fucking called them because now they know that I didn't die. They're gonna just say what they did and I reacted impulsively and fuck. That's what I would be doing if I were the Malkavian. You corporate shithead, you make me sick. Are you... They can't hear you. You block them. That's not gonna get through. Tired, she turns her gaze to the dead ghoul. You want to kick him around a little? We could for just a minute. Then we should go. Hollaback woman. I'll dispose of him. Help me put him in the car. I love that, like, the name is Hollaback woman instead of Hollaback girl. Like, I don't know. I get the reference, you know. Anyway, help me put him in the car. It's like, I feel like there's something bothersome for my character for moving the body. It's like maybe we should maybe I should, you know, American history act him real quick just to be sure. Also, that'll remove the dental records and stuff, and you know, then we just have to worry about fingerprints or whatever. But retinal and dental records are just taken care of, you know. Also, I'm not positive he's dead, and I don't like that. Like, I just don't trust it. Like, he's a ghoul. They tend to be kind of sturdy. Even if I think I killed him, doesn't mean I did. 30 seconds later, we're at Mars. Just kidding. 1,000 times I've tempted fate. Just kidding. His body is laying in the backseat of the lavender-colored wreck. Oh, so we just... Alright. I mean, for some reason, in my mind, I felt like when we got hit, the car was, like, toppled. Like, it definitely was, like, upside down. Like, that's why she slithered out. Like, I don't know if they said that, but that's just in my mind's eye. That's how that worked. That it was just flipped. Like, her car is fucked. We have to just move on. She can get another car. Honestly, it's kind of on her for having such a easily noticeable car. That's not very smart on her, but personality and desire. Why lavender? I don't know. It just makes you super spottable. If you're so paranoid about your safety and your anonymity, and you put yourself in this position, and you have these sort of enemies, having a lavender car is like having a fucking target. So, whatever. Hollaback woman. Okay, good. You take a look at the scene of carnage in front of you. Every second we're here gets us closer to a serious masquerade violation. I'll have to exchange my poem-worthy masterpiece for the goods some other time. Yeah, no. Even us just spending the time to have this conversation and put the body in there isn't great, and it still seems weird from a sort of normal human detective police sort of thing, where it's like these cars ran into each other, one's probably upside down and wrecked, and they as a ghoul were more up in Johnny on the spot than us full ass vampires, because we got fucking wrecked. Her car got wrecked, and they ran into us knowing and expecting, but still. I assume we both wear our seatbelts, but even if we didn't, that says something. They're just like, okay, well, that sucks, but it was my plan, and my plan's going according to plan. Except they had the fucking gun in the trunk, which is stupid as hell. Have a fucking holster. Duct tape it to your chest. The ceiling of your car. I don't fucking care. That was dumb. She gets behind the wheel, and you follow her inside the car. Oh wait, is your car okay? Are we going? Oh nope, we're still inside. Okay. Apparently your car is okay enough. I don't know. I'm missing everything that's happening here because I'm just all right. Meet me in my haven when I tell you it's safe. For now, I need to dump this asshole somewhere, get my car fixed, and plan our counterattack. If I were you, and I get the feeling there's a reason why you really care about this car, and it's sort of like a weakness. You should really just, if you have a means to, you should just put something in the gas tank and blow the fucking thing up in the middle of the fucking street and have all that shit just be taken care of. And, after you take whatever you need that could identify you, and move the fuck on. That's just a safer thing. Let the arson investigation be like, no, it just kind of looks like they got hit, and then, gas tank, sparks, whatever, it happens. Things like this happen. But her windshield wipers still work, and it still drives, so obviously we weren't hit that bad. Okay, whatever. You guide Hope to your own haven. She drops you off, and before she leaves, she makes what's about to come perfectly clear. I'm a little concerned, but also you shouldn't have this car in the first place. Lavender is not logical for New York, or really anywhere. If we want to survive in this city, Kara Montgomery needs to die. It's like, okay, that sounds much more like a personal issue that has now involved me because I want you in my coterie, but I could really rethink the whole thing because I don't know if it's worth it if this is how that plays out. But I'm not gonna, because you're Malkavian, and I love me some Malks, but I do have I'm starting to doubt your commitment to spark emotion. Just because, your lavender car, you're driving it away from that thing. I'm probably sitting next to a ghoul corpse. Which, again, honestly, it's like, you can dump the body. Let me just, like, twist its head around 360 degrees, just to be sure. You know, just something, just to make sure. She disappears into traffic, and you disappear into your place. Alright, well, that's resting time. So that wasn't great. Not long after you wake up tonight, Gregory knocks on the door of your apartment. Oh, Jesus, it's Gregory. That motherfucker can stake fucking vampires. I hope we're... I didn't really talk to him, so I don't really have a relationship with him, so I'm actually worried. Hey, came to pick you up. Miss Langley wants to see you. He's got kind of a kind face. Look at him. He's got like a good jaw definition and structure. He's got a lot of laugh lines. You know, I assume he's a ghoul, and he's probably way older than he seems. He's got a little bit of wrinkles, but still seems very young. Skin is supple and all that. No, he's sort of like what you would expect. His suit's pretty well pressed. I'm not getting threat vibes from him. And his not quite cornflower blue tie. Despite his job, is well pressed, like a suit jacket, and his shirt doesn't seem to have any blood stains on it. He chose an off color blue. It doesn't match his eyes or anything, so it's a weird choice. He's got just a bit of stubble. Makes him very human. I'm not getting a lot of threat here, even though I should. Do you know what she needs me for? What if I don't want to see her? Okay, that's definitely not a good move. Well, my freedom was good while it lasted. Fuck. There's not really a good answer here. I mean, do you know what she needs me for? It makes the most sense. It's the least offensive answer. Any idea what she needs me for? I'm not in the position to ask. Fair that, I mean, I am a little concerned about Gregory. I don't know what the generation of that anarch he fucking shanked and paralyzed with a stake. But he did do that. Yeah, they were distracted by chasing me or whatever, but that still happened. And even if he's not a vampire, he did that shit. That's, you know, impressive. He smiles politely. Okay, that just made it worse. The car's waiting, shall we? And then it makes it better. Gregory, you sly boots. Although, honestly, if she wanted me fucking dead, Gregory would just show up in the middle of the fucking day and 86 my ass, you know? Stab, drag, done. You wrestle with the same thoughts as a few nights ago. Maybe you should just leave? Disappear? Let Sophie find somebody else to employ? Now, like, potentially possible outcome, but not logical at this moment. Sophie hasn't really done anything that makes it seem like you can't trust her. Gregory's a little scary, but he belongs to her, and so do you, and she spared your life, and maybe starting over somewhere else would be easier, but I don't know. Maybe it's a loyalty thing. I feel like there's some validness there. But then you remember the anarch thug being cut down by Kadir and how close you were to the same fate. Not even a week ago. And that might still happen if you step out of line. Yeah, 100%. I don't feel like Kadir's gonna hunt you down. I think he's gonna stick to the limits of the territory. But that doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't be hired. And I don't think that they would. I think it'd be one of those things like they're gonna pay somebody who'll get to it, and you're gonna think that you're safe for a while, and then when you least expect it, that's when it happens. You follow suit. As with your previous visit here, Sophie seems not entirely present when you enter. Her eyes are locked on one of the paintings in the room. Seriously, your chandelier is obtrusive. It's so large that you have to avoid it. The only way that it makes sense, and yes, you have a couch underneath it, or maybe depending on the location, this table, and that sort of protects your head, but it looks like it's over the couch. You're pretty sure it was here earlier, but she's behaving as if she's seeing it for the first time in her life, entirely entranced. Again, it seems like they sort of make this like whatever character you play, everybody sort of whatever you do, whatever you are, they didn't make it different. Because as a Toreador, I should, at least at this point, maybe possibly get that and it not be like, what's going on? Gregory clears his throat. Sophie turns to the both of you. A bit of irritation in her countenance that soon gives way to a pleasant, warm smile. That's fair. I didn't clear my throat. Be mad at him, not me. You're here. Excellent. Thank you, Gregory. Her driver leaves, and she turns her attention to you. I hope you had a good few nights and made some new acquaintances, but I have to say, I'm happy to see you, Tobias. Thank you for coming. It's like I did not make friends with an S on it, as in plural. I hung out with one person who almost got me killed and almost killed me. Malkavians, am I right? They're wild cards. They're just a rowdy bunch. You never know, you know. You just never know. The change in the mood of the room is so sudden and startling it makes you consider the true power of vampiric charisma. Rationally, you know you're being manipulated, but you don't even care. That's the scary thing. That actually is really scary. Like, oh, I know this is happening, but I don't care. It's like, that's power. Her eyes, her motions, her entire body language all feel 100% genuine and expressing legitimate interest in you and your well-being. I have a request for you this night. I need to find somebody for me and make a delivery. She points to the statue at the side of the room. You notice a plain-looking flash drive lying on the edge where the inanimate archer's bow touches the pedestal. Okay. The man you'll be looking for calls himself Kaiser. He has eyes and ears all over New York, and something to happen here without... wait. It's rare for something to happen here without his knowledge. I'll need you to take this flash drive and bring it to him. In exchange, he will give you an address, which I need to know as soon as possible. It's like... I feel like that's not a great exchange, but maybe that address is very hard to get, and what you have is... What value could it be if the address is so hard to get? Well, maybe you're the insider somewhere, and he's like, yeah, no, I can't get that, or I don't want to put out the effort. You're about to ask what's on the drive, but Sophie proves to be one step ahead of you, of course. Oh, don't worry about the contents. They are encrypted, a precaution, if the data falls into the wrong hands, but it won't. Correct? Of course. Count on me. She gives you a smile that just a handful of nights ago would make you feel like melting. Oh, I'm getting better at